Hi, everyone. Well, one of the very interesting things we've seen throughout this whole coronavirus experience is the lightning speed at which our pharmaceutical companies have jumped in and gotten to a vaccine. Right now, there are 4 vaccines that are in late stage human trials, and Dr. Fauci says by April, we could have 700 million doses ready. That means every single American could be vaccinated if they want to. But there are a lot of polls out there saying about 49% of Americans don't want the vaccine when it's ready. Unfortunately, a lot of folks think this might be the way to get us back to normal, get people back to work, kids back to school. So can employers require their employees to get the vaccination? Well, there are some professions that already have requirements. If you work in a hospital, daycare, that sort of thing. But for the rest of the employers out there, the EEOC right now is saying their guidance is to treat it like the flu shot. Encourage people to get it, maybe even provide it free of charge on site when it's available. Again, we don't have the vaccine yet, so we'll have to wait and see if that guidance changes come spring. There's some new fascinating research about how the virus spreads, and it may not be exactly how we've thought all along. Researchers from Princeton, Johns Hopkins, and UC Berkeley all got together and did this huge contact tracing study in India. They looked at 500,000 people and how they spread it. They found out, listen to these numbers, 71% of people who contracted the virus did not spread it to a single contact. Not one. But 60% of all new cases came from just 8% of those infected. This is what when you hear super spreaders, this is what they're talking about. And usually children and young adults, and they did share it with their friends and their families. So this is going to change the way we look at the disease possibly, but it's also going to prove how important contact tracing is so we know exactly what's going on with this virus. And finally today, the nation's very first ban the box law is getting a facelift. Hawaii passed this law back in 1998 to try to help ex-offenders get back on their feet. The law said once you get an offer of employment, employers can look back at that criminal history for 10 years to see if there's anything there that would affect the job offer. Lawmakers have decided that that 10-year look back is just too long, so they've reduced it, and now for felonies it's going to be 7 years, and for misdemeanors just 5. And like with other ban the box laws, there are some carve-outs when it comes to public safety. And that's going to do it for us today. Be sure to check out ebiinc.com for more screening information, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye.